Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into part 3 of chapter 30 of One of Us is Lying. A lot has just unfolded in the last few videos and I'm so excited to get these filmed and out for you guys so you guys can see what I mean, because, you know, like I said last video, mind blown about all of it. So let's get right into this part. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Addie, Saturday, November 17th, 2:15 p.m. I can't ride my bike because of the skull fracture and my sprained ankle, so Ashton drives me to my follow-up doctor's appointment. Everything's healing the way it should, although I still get instant headaches if I move my head too fast. The emotional stuff will take longer. Half the time I feel like Jake died, and the other half I want to kill him. I can't admit now that Ashton and TJ weren't wrong about how things were between Jake and me. He ran everything and I let him, but I never would have believed he could be capable of what he did in the woods. My heart feels like my skull did right after Jake attacked me, as though it's been split in two with a dull axe. I don't know how to feel about Simon either. Sometimes I get really sad when I think about how he planned to ruin 4 people because he thought we'd taken away from him things that everybody wants: to be successful, to have friends, to be loved, to be seen. But most of the time I just wish I never met him. Nate visited me in the hospital and I've seen him a few times since I've been out. I'm worried about him. He's not one to open up, but he said enough that I could tell getting arrested made him feel pretty useless. I've been trying to convince him otherwise, but I don't think it's sinking in. I wish he'd listen, because if anyone knows how badly you can screw up your life when you decide you're not good enough, it's me. TJ texted a few times since I was discharged a couple of days ago. He kept dropping hints about asking me out, so I finally had to tell him it's not happening. There's no way I can hook up with the person who helped me set off this whole chain reaction. It's too bad, because there might have been a potential if we'd gone about things differently. But I'm starting to realize there are some things you can't undo, no matter how good your intentions are. It's all right, though. I don't agree with my mother that TJ was my last best hope to avoid premature spinsterhood. She's not that expert she thinks she is on relationships. I'd rather take my cues from Ashton, who's getting a kick out of Eli's sudden infatuation. He tracked her down after things settled with Nate and asked her out. She told him she's not ready to date yet, so he keeps interrupting his insane workload to take her out on elaborately, carefully planned not dates, which she has to admit she's enjoying. I'm not sure I can take him seriously, though, she tells me as I hobble to the car on crutches after my checkup. I mean, the hair alone. I like the hair. It's his character. Plus, it looks soft like a cloud. Ashton grins and brushes a stray lock of mine out of my forehead. I like yours. Grow it a little more and we'll be twins. That's my secret plan. I've been converting Ashton's hair all along. I have something to show you, she says as she pulls away from the hospital. Some good news. Really? What? Sometimes it's hard to remember what good news feels like. Ashton shakes her head and smiles. It's a show, not a tell. She pulls up in front of a new apartment building and the closest thing Bayview has to a trendy neighborhood. Ashton matches my slow pace as we step into a bright atrium and guides me to a bench in the lobby. Wait here, she says, propping my crutches up next to the bench. She disappears around the corner, and when she returns 10 minutes later, she leads me to an elevator and we head to the 3rd floor. Ashton fits a key into the door marked 302 and pushes it open to a large apartment with soaring loft-like ceilings. It's all windows and exposed brick and polished wood floors, and I love it instantly. What do you think? She asks. I lean my crutches against the wall and hop into the open kitchen, admiring the mosaic tile backsplash. Who knew Bayview had something like this? It's beautiful. Are you thinking of renting it? I should try to sound enthusiastic of Ashton and not terrified. I should sound enthusiastic and not terrified of Ashton leaving me alone with Mom. Ashton hasn't been home all that long, but I've gotten kind of attached to having her there. I already did, she says with a grin, spinning around a little on the hardwood floors. Charlie and I got an offer on the condo while you were in the hospital. It still has to close, but once it does, we'll make a pretty good profit. He's agreed to take all of his student loans as part of the divorce settlement. My design work's still slow, but I'll have enough to cushion that in won't be a stretch, and Bayview's so much more affordable than San Diego. This apartment downtown would cost 3 times as much. That's fantastic. I hope I'm doing a good job of acting excited. I am excited for her, truly. I'll just miss her. You better have a spare room so I can visit. I do have a spare room, Ashton says. I don't want you to visit, though. I stare at her. I can't have heard her correctly. I thought we'd been getting along great these past couple of months. She laughs at my expression. I want you to live here, silly. You need to get out of the house as much as I do. Mom said it's okay. She's in the decline phase with Justin, where she thinks lots of private couple time will fix their problems. Plus, you'll be 18 in a few months and can live wherever you want. Then anyway, I grab her in a hug before she can finish, and she suffers it for a few seconds before ducking away. We still haven't mastered the art of non-awkward sisterly affection. Go ahead, check out your room. It's over there. I limp into a sun-splashed room with a huge window overlooking a bike path behind the building. Built-in bookshelves line the wall, and exposed beams in the ceiling frame an amazing light fixture with a dozen Edison bulbs in different shapes and sizes. I love everything about it. Ashton leans against the doorway and smiles at me. Fresh start for the both of us, huh? It finally feels like that might be true. That is the end of part 3 of chapter 30. I will see you guys for part 4, the final part of chapter 30 of One of Us is Lying, in the next video.